Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're going to be giving an update on Telcoin as they released an update a couple of days ago with some massive news, and so I've been digging into the details of that, and I believe that there is a huge opportunity here to make a lot of money, and so I'm going to be explaining why that is and what that opportunity is going forward. And so if you enjoy this type of content, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for future content. And so let's go ahead and jump right into the video. And so we can see here Telcoin is trading at 0.004 cents currently, with a market cap of only 313 million. And so I believe this is very undervalued for what Telcoin is building. And so you can see their total fully diluted market cap here is only 400 million. And so it's not like they have a ton of coins that are sitting out there that are not in circulating supply, which is very good for this cryptocurrency. And so before we jump into the news, I would like to give a quick overview of Telcoin if you are not familiar with it. And so what they are focusing on is sending remittance payments to different countries. And so they can send money to 17 countries and counting with the Telcoin app. Now Telcoin is working with telecom and mobile money providers globally, enabling direct connections to trusted platforms that are already used by millions. And so they're working with top telecom companies to be integrated. They already have a massive user base, right? I mean, tens of 20s of millions of customers, and they want to be integrated directly into that. And so they're definitely targeting the right thing. They are making sure that they are meeting the regulatory requirements, and then they are focusing on being integrated into the telecom networks, which is going to be a massive opportunity for growth for Telcoin. And so as you can see here, they're also reducing the cost of sending money as well. Right now, if you want to send money to a different country, you may use Western Union, which is costing about $11.32, where Telcoin can do that at a fraction of the cost, right? Only $2.40, and it's going to be much faster as well. Rather than waiting 5 to 7 days, this may only take 1 to 2 days. And so Telcoin's definitely focusing on an improvement. They are adding value to what we do today, and so this cryptocurrency could do extremely well. So I'd like to mention here that if you're interested, you can sign up for the Telcoin app. Now there's a huge benefit to doing this, which I'm going to be going over here just in a second, which is staking. So if you're interested in signing up for this, there is a link underneath the video, or you can use this referral code right here. And the reason I am mentioning this is because you can stake your Telcoin. And so you can see here the referral fee rate, depending on how much is being staked, you can get a different portion up to 42%. However, you could get a 22.5% return just by staking 10,000. That's only $40 at the current price, which could add a ton of value. Now the reason for that is because in the last update here, they mentioned that they are excited to proceed with the implementation and launch of TEL systems on the Telcoin application network, enabling stakers and application developers to harvest TEL based on their adoption of the Telcoin platform. And so upon release, stakers on Telcoin mobile applications will commence harvesting TEL. And so this is where there's a ton of money that could be made. And so these rules are designed to incentivize application layer miners, application developers, and stakers to foster the development and adoption of the Telcoin platform as shared infrastructure for mobile financial services. And so let's go ahead and take a look at that here. We're taking a look at the TAN harvesting rules. And so for retail stakers here, there is an allocation of 166.66 million TEL in year 1 at the rate of 3.2 million TEL per week. And so they're going to be splitting that up between the stakers and other users. And so depending on how many people that you are referring to the Telcoin app, you could get a larger portion of this here. And so at the current price of Telcoin at 0.004, this is roughly $12,400 that they're going to be providing weekly. However, imagine if this goes back to the all-time high, right? And I believe that Telcoin could go back to the all-time high and even higher than that just because of what they are developing and have been working on for the last couple of years. And so if that goes back to the all-time high of 6 cents, they will be giving away $186,000. And so you definitely want to be part of this. And so make sure that you sign up for the Telcoin app and deposit even $40 into the Telcoin app and start staking that for rewards. And then you definitely can start earning a lot of money as the cost of Telcoin continues to increase with what they are developing. So let's go ahead and continue to dig into the information that was released a couple of days ago. and so they do have a bank project update. And so this has been in development for a couple of years since LB649 was released in 2021, and so they are working to become a regulated bank in the United States and the first regulated bank issuer of stablecoins in the world, and it has reached the final approval stage. And so this is going to be massive, right? Telcoin is one of the first cryptocurrencies that is focusing on becoming a digital asset bank. Now there's a lot of other cryptocurrencies out there that are trying to move very quickly. They're skipping a lot of the steps and they're not really getting full regulatory approval. And so that's what they mentioned here. While most crypto firms quickly rushed into third-party banking and card programs, often with problematic banks, we've always felt the longer path of building a proper native banking foundation ourselves was the most viable strategy. And so they have been continuing to build, and so I want to show that here as well. And so since 2021, they drafted the crypto banking legislation signed into law in Nebraska. And so as I mentioned, they have been continuing to build. They're working with the regulators to make sure that this is going to be compliant. And so we can see here that this was a bill that was passed to launch their own digital asset banked financial services to US consumers in a compliance-first fashion. And so Telcoin is one of those cryptocurrencies that is really focusing on solving a real-world problem, right? They're making an improvement to today's financial services, which is going to be massive. And so let's go ahead and take a look at more information here from the article. And so we can see that the Telcoin team was able to meet a number of major operators from across the globe, including Orange, Vodafone, Deutsche Telekom, and many other providers here. And so I just want to show you the user base that some of these have here. And so if we take a look at Orange here, right, this is massive. And so they are a leading telecommunications operator and digital service provider, and they serve 280 million customers. And so Telcoin could use this to their advantage. They could have access to 287 million customers just from Orange for their user base. And so this would provide access to the Telcoin services. Now, in addition to that, another one here that was listed is Vodafone. Now, Vodafone has services offered to more than 300 million customers, right? And so just between the two there, we're looking at almost 600 million users. Now, there's obviously a lot other companies here as well that are offering telecom services that may be integrated into Telcoin as well. So there's a huge user base. Imagine if a lot of these users start using Telcoin, it is going to drive the value of Telcoin up massively. Now, even if they become a digital asset bank as well, right? The first digital asset bank ever, this could be massive for Telcoin. And so this is definitely something that I personally believe there is a ton of potential for Telcoin moving forward, right? I mean, if we look back at the chart here, we can see the potential for this cryptocurrency. And so when this hit the all-time high here, they were in the middle of passing the LB649 bill where they could become the digital asset bank. However, now they are getting very close to implementing that. And so here's where they were talking about doing it, and then here's where their actions are actually taking place, right? And so there's a huge opportunity here, right? We're only at 0.004. We could easily get back up to 6 cents if they end up pulling this off, and we could go well beyond that, right? I mean, look at the user base and the number of users from the telecom service providers. And so there's definitely a massive opportunity here. In addition to that, you could also sign up for the Telcoin wallet using the link underneath the video, where you can start staking Telcoin and then earning that rewards, right? I mean, just by staking 10,000 here, you'll get 22.5%. Now, if you want to stake more, you could get a higher referral rate, up to 42%. So definitely make sure to check that out underneath the video or enter this code here when you are signing up. Thanks so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next video.